All right, good morning, everyone. It is Monday, September 22nd at 6:30 in the morning. Just parked here at the trailhead, and we're getting ready to head in and see if we can't find some elk this morning. Wasn't able to get out this weekend. I had some prior commitments that I had to tend to, so I burned a vacation day, and we'll see what happens today. Weather for today is going to be a high of 53 degrees. It's been raining all night, and it was coming off of a really warm weekend. It was mid-80s all weekend, so it's probably for the best that I wasn't out here. It's 45 degrees right now, so not as cold as it has been, but it's not going to get much warmer than that all day. So I was dodging deer driving out here all the way, so hopefully that means that the elk are up and moving as well, and maybe we can get on some bugles. We'll see. Stay tuned. Just parked the side-by-side. It is 7:20 here at the trailhead. You can already hear our first bugle of the day. It's way, way, way off in the distance, but it's a good sign. I'm gonna put my pack on and start making some tracks. Fingers crossed, hopefully it works out today. We got a little bit of rain in town last night, but man, is it soaked. Every single thing is just wet out here. So, should make it pretty quiet when we're walking through a lot of the timber. The tops of the mountains are still in the clouds, so should be a good day. There's only a few other people parked out here, but I don't know if any of them are committed or crazy enough to go up to where I'm gonna go today. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get on some bugles and get some action. What do you guys think that one would score? I'm gonna say that one would score about 100 pounds of ground beef, 150 pounds of steak. Well, everyone, we just got up to our glassing point here, and sure enough, I look straight across the mountain to where we were glassing last week, and there's an elk on the hillside. I can't tell exactly what it is, but it's right there. There's a little opening there where you can see it. Like I said, I can't tell what it is, but it looks really good size, so it's kind of it's a hellacious climb to get up there, but I'm not going to leave elk to find other elk, so I'm going to strap my boots up, get a drink of water, and start making the trek across. I'll probably glass here for another couple minutes and see how many other elk are over there, but I'm guessing that there's a few. It's not, this time of year it's pretty rare to just see one, so fingers crossed it works out. Hopefully we can get a shot at it. Given the rain last night, I think it's pretty safe to say that they were down here either last night or this morning in this wallow. I mean, there's really fresh tracks kind of going all over the place, so we're almost straight across from where I saw that elk. The elk was just up there in that clearing, so I'm gonna sit here for a minute, see if I can pick it out on the hillside and make a play on it. The wind is all over the place right now, so it's really hard to come up with a game plan when you can't get a steady wind, but either way, we're gonna try our best. We're gonna get up there and see if we can't make something happen. Above where I saw those elk this morning, and there's so many fresh tracks up in here. It's hard to pick one and see which direction they've been going. It looks like they've just been kind of milling around in here and walking and feeding along as they go, so the wind is still swirling. It's all over the place. While I was walking up here, I jumped that small cow. It almost looked like a calf, and there were a couple other tracks the further up here I got that joined in with it, so I'm sure there were probably either a couple of cows and a calf or maybe a bull with them. I'm not really sure. It's been so quiet though that I should have been able to hear it if there was a bull and he was bugling, so really weird, really quiet. I'm just sitting here glassing now and gonna make a plan. I've seen a couple of deer walking kind of like down over in this stuff, so I'm gonna sit here for a couple more minutes and glass and see if I can't locate something else here.
was pretty cool. Had a nice big cow and a calf 25-30 yards from me. I've just been sneaking through all of this really, really thick stuff, and it just stinks like elk in here. I don't think those are the only elk in here, so I'm gonna keep sneaking through here and see if I can't find a bull. Well, it's back to being quiet again. I've been hiking up through this stuff. It's really, really thick. And then I started seeing these orange pieces of tape through the trees. And my heart kind of just sank because I know exactly what that means. When you see something not natural like orange tape hanging from the trees in a straight line in the woods, you know that someone has a successful harvest around here. So I'm not going to walk right up on it, but I can smell it right now. It's so thick in here. I don't know if there's a bear on it or anything like that, so I'm going to leave it alone and go see if I can find myself a successful harvest somewhere. Well, I'm just sitting here eating lunch and coming up with the next game plan. I hiked around all of that stuff, all up at the top there, over the top of that big peak there, and then went back, and that's when I found that kill site of whatever it was. I'm sure it was probably a bull, especially if we haven't seen any bulls in here. Haven't really heard anything. Yeah, it's just the way it goes. Seems like we had the right plan, but just the wrong timing. Day late and $1 short, seems like. So it's getting kind of overcast here. I'm going to finish eating lunch, and then I'm going to bail off the edge of this back down to the stream, and then we'll start going up the other side and see if we can't kick something up. Maybe we can run into a nice deer or something. We've seen quite a few deer today, so stay tuned. We're eating gross tonight. Well, guys, we're down off that steep part, back down here to the stream. I know you're going to be really surprised to hear this, but the weatherman blew the call today big time. It was supposed to be low 50s and overcast, and look at what we have. We have sunshine, blue skies, and it is currently 67 degrees and climbing. So it's 3:38 right now. Given how far back we are in here and the fact that I need to get home and go to work tomorrow, I'm gonna start hiking out of here and see if I can't make something happen on the way out. I'm gonna stomp through some of this thick stuff and see if I can't kick something up and get a shot at it. It's been a good day. We've had a lot of action. We've seen a lot of deer. We had that cow and a calf at 35 yards. Unfortunately, we did find that bull that was killed, and that's probably going to make it so this spot is a no-go zone for some time, just to give it time to cool down. I'm not exactly sure when it was killed, but it had to have been within the past week. So yeah, next week we're going to try something different. We're either going to go to a different spot or we're going to go hit some whitetail hunting, depending on what the weather is. If it's really hot, I'm not going to come back out here. It's too hot to be packing something out by myself, and I don't want the meat to spoil, so it's just not worth it to me. So we'll see what happens. There goes another deer. Looks like a small doe. There she goes. Well, we finally made it back to the side-by-side, and that's going to do it for today's video. I appreciate you following along. If you like this content, feel free to like and subscribe. You guys have been killing it on the subscriptions. My goal for the year, by the end of this year, was to hit 100, and we're already halfway there. So if even half of you hit the subscribe button, it would help me reach that goal, and I would appreciate it. Like I said before, next weekend we're probably going to change it up. We're either going to go to a different spot for elk, or we're going to go try to chase some whitetails with my bow, and we'll spot and stalk those and see if we can get some on film. So appreciate you following along. Catch you on the next one.